What's going on, guys? Asian Guy here, bringing you some exciting news from the Japan server of One Piece Treasure Cruise. We have only just gone ahead and got a very huge quality of life update on the Japanese server. I'll talk about that later on in the video. And we're also going to be getting a fantastic WANO event, which introduces two new legends, NAMI or NAMI V2 and legend KOMURASAKI, both of which are fantastic legends, both as captains and also as subs. Even as support, NAMI is a superb legend. I would say she's probably the main prize to get here. Now, unfortunately, this video is coming out late. I did post this over 10 hours ago on the subreddit. If you are not using the OPTC subreddit, please do. It's such a fantastic resource. Link is in the description down below, but I did post this here middle of the night. It was 3 a.m, 4 a.m. Obviously, I'm not going to make a video at that time as my wife is sleeping. So here we go. New legend, NAMI and KOMURASAKI, as well as a few new units. We have a raid, Sulong Carrot incoming, and I believe we also had Okiku and also Otama, as well as the rare recruits for this SUGOFEST. Her captain ability, let's begin with NAMI, reduces all cooldowns by 2 turns at the start of the adventure. She will boost attack of all units by 3 times, and if there are 4 or more units with the same type or color, boost that type or color by 3.75 times, 3 times to everyone else, and increases color affinity by 1.1 times, meaning for the 4 units that get the color affinity boost, the 3.75 times attack boost, with the color affinity boost being 1.1 times boosted, that boost actually becomes a 4.125 times when you have the correct color affinity. So very good. It's a little bit like V2 Shanks, but V2 Shanks a little bit different because he will boost all units by 3.5 times as long as you have 4 units with the same color or more. So that's a little bit different here because she has 2 different multipliers for the different units. Her special though. Now when I first read this special, I was like, god damn, this is so busted. But while I was making this video, this is now like the 4th take I'm making this video, I realized this special isn't as amazing as I first thought, but I still say it has a lot of usage. When HP is full on activation of her special, she'll remove all defense down immunity from the enemy, and for 2 turns reduce enemies defense to 0, and increases damage dealt to enemies with reduced defense by 2 times for 2 turns, which is pretty damn awesome. If HP is not full on activation, she will heal 50% of her HP, and for 1 turn reduce all enemies defense to 0, and increase damage dealt to enemies with reduced defense by 2 times for 1 turn. Instead, her support ability will be once per adventure. When the supported unit uses their special, reduces all enemies defense to 0 for 2 turns, and she supports Sanji and Kinemon. Now the thing here is that her defense down immunity removal from the enemy is exactly the same as 5+ Ichiji V2 for the Germa 66 batch. Now if you use the Germa 66 a lot, you'll realize that Ichiji doesn't really have that much usage in practice. On paper it's a fantastic special, but in practice people don't really use him that much, and this is because defense down immunity is not the same as immunity. If the enemy has immunity, then the special is essentially redundant. It really does nothing. But if the enemy has defense down immunity, there are more bosses coming out these days. There's a lot more content out there now that will specifically have immunity against defense down, then this special is absolutely busted. But in instances where they don't and they just have immunity, or maybe they just don't have defense down immunity anyway, it's not as amazing as it sounds. Although if they don't have defense down immunity and they don't have immunity either, you can just go ahead and reduce their defense, and you have a conditional 2 times booster, which is very nice. And of course the 50% heal is also very nice. What I would say is that she is quick, she is cerebral striker, so she will go on the legend carrot team, and on top of that she also goes into a legend Douglas bullet team, as well as a Sabo and Koala team. So Sabo and Koala, who I've been saying are relatively underrated right now, even though they've just come out on global, I think their hype will go up a little bit more, but I do think they are a fantastic top 5 legend. And then Douglas Bullet, who I do think is the best legend in the game, I think has just gotten even better with this NAMI and KOMURASAKI, both of which are quick. And also, even though it's only quick and int that KOMURASAKI will boost with her special, I'll get into that in a moment, Douglas Bullet does indeed boost strength, quick and int units, so you can make a weird pseudo quirky team there. But this NAMI, Do take into consideration it is defense down immunity, not immunity. So if the enemy has immunity, then this special is essentially redundant, but that can be said for a lot of other units as well on top of that. Let's get into Komurasaki. Now, I like the artwork. I think it's very, very nice. Her captain ability is pretty damn awesome as well, although I do have a few gripes with it. Her captain ability will give 4 times attack boost to quick and int units. Quick and int orbs will count as beneficial, and at the end of every turn for every perfect hit, heal 0.5 times recovery. I don't think that's too useful. Really, honestly, I don't think that is that great. Reduce damage taken by 20%, which is very nice, and then increases belly earned by 2 times. Now, my gripes here are increases belly earned by 2 times, means she's not even the highest multiplier, which really, really does suck, but this is specifically for the incoming event for the Wano event. So there's going to be an event where you can get 10 gems, up to 10 gems for free, depending on how many belly you earn from 3 different missions. Now, I believe one of these is going to be Raid Sulong Carrot, which looks incredibly difficult considering how good she is. So I'm assuming she's going to be incredibly difficult raid, and having increased belly earned is going to help a lot. You need to get 3 million belly. It's either 3 million or 30 million. I'm hoping it's just 3 million. If you get 3 million belly, you can farm the event as many times as you want, of course, but 3 million belly will give you 10 gems, and this is exactly why they've inserted that captain ability of her increasing belly. It's a little bit strange. I don't like it personally. I don't like that it's done there for the specific event. It should be 3 times so we could have the Holy Trinity, I believe. Someone said this on the Reddit, of Jack, Buggy, and Komurasaki. All the legends with the highest multipliers for EXP or duplication and also belly earned. And of course, as I just said, at the end of every turn for every perfect hit, heal 0.5 times recovery. I don't think that special is honestly that amazing. That special, that part of the captain ability is that useful. I believe Capone Beige has that. Big Mum V2 has that as well, but really people don't use that. It's just not that convenient, and it's a little bit tedious as well. Her special though is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, does not manipulate block orbs, but changes all orbs, not including block, into quick and int orbs, so a full board of matching orbs unless you've got block orbs. On activation of her special, if her HP is full, for 2 turns increases the attack and orbs of quick and int units by 2 times. If HP is not full, then give this same boost for 1 turn instead. So she's very much like Sanji and Judge in that she will boost attack and orbs for her team. Very, very nice. I've always said, if you have orb manipulation and then you have damage boost on top of that, that is already a top tier special. Anything that will increase your damage along with an orb manipulation, full board orb manipulation, is superb. Unfortunately, she does not manipulate block orbs, which is still very, very common, but any other orbs she will manipulate, which is superb as well. I also added stuff like new koi ship. The new koi ship, I believe, is going to be like Zunisha. It's going to be a 30 gem island, 1.5 times attack and 1.2 times HP to quick and int units. This is a must-have ship if you are going to have this Nami or Komurasaki. If HP is full, 1.6 times attack and 1.2 times HP to quick and int units instead. 1.6 times attack, that is an extra 0.1 times. That will go a long way. That is a significant chunk of damage. Makes meat orbs count as beneficial for quick and int units. Special will heal HP by 5,000 and for 1 turn adds 0.5 to the chain multiplier at an 11 turn cooldown, so that is a very reasonable cooldown. Remember though, ships do not take into account preemptives, so 11 turns is reasonable-ish, but you might not be able to use that all the time. Now this ship could potentially be also very, very good for Legend Carrot as well, but do take into consideration that this ship does not have any inherent cooldown as well. So this is not a ship I'm going to say is like Zunisha, which is a must-have. Zunisha, in my opinion, is still the best ship in the game, along with the Ho ship. Both of those ships are must-have ships, but this koi ship, if you pull the Komurasaki, you definitely want her. If you don't have Komurasaki, then it's, you know, if you have the gems, why not? But that's only if you're swimming in gems. I'm personally not going to go for the ship, although that might come to bite me in the ass later on. Now, Raid Carrot. Now, everyone can have a Sulong Carrot. She is superb. She is absolutely superb for a free-to-play unit. Very, very, very good. Up there with the likes of Colosseum Magellan as one of the best free-to-play units in the game. Her captain ability will reduce all cooldowns at the start of the adventure by 1 turn, will boost attack of quick and int units by 3 times. Now her special and her limit breaks paired together is what makes her very, very, very good. She'll reduce enemies' defense up by 3 turns, reduces increased damage taken debuff by 3 turns, deals 30 times int damage to all enemies, and boosts attack of quick and int units by 1.75 times for 1 turn, which is already nice in itself, and then 2.25 times if this special is used twice in the same turn. So if this special is already used, then 2.25 times boost instead. Her limit break has a 10 turn cooldown limit break at the beginning, so you can essentially use her cooldown or you can use her special at the very beginning of the quest, and on top of that, every time a quick and int unit uses a special, excluding herself, she will reduce her own cooldown by 3 turns. So if you use 4 different quick and int unit specials after using her special, she will have her special up again. This is very much like Raid Rayleigh, but better. So for Komurasaki teams, an absolute must-have, very, very, very good unit, because she also removes defense up by 3 turns. Essentially can be done for 6 turns, which is superb. Reduce increased damage taken will be 6 turns as well. 30 times int damage, which is kind of like whatever, that's fine. And then the 2.25 times attack boost, or 1.75 times depending on which one you want. Really, really, really good free-to-play unit. Must farm unit, I gotta say, is absolutely superb. So let's now move on to Otama and Okiku. If I can find the information here, courtesy of Koala-san. You can also find all the other sailor abilities and support abilities as well. Komurasaki's support is okay. She will boost all quick characters' HP attack recovery by 12% of her own stats, so that's kind of like whatever. Her sailor ability too is also nice. Will treat quick orbs as beneficial as well, so that's okay. Nami's ones are okay as well. 3 turns of special rewind counter. But let's go and check Okiku. So this is her artwork. This is her uninvolved artwork. It's okay, honestly. It kind of looks like a treasure map mode unit. Booster unit, I should say. And she does have the double cooldown limit break, which is very nice. She will give quick characters attack 2.75 times boost. Her special will be 50 times characters attack in typeless damage to one enemy that will ignore any defensive abilities. And she will also, for 1 turn, lock orbs, reduce 2 turns of bind and despair on crew. For 1 turn, boost color affinity of quick and int characters by 1.75 times for normal attack. She is, I believe, a slasher unit, which means you can use YT Bay as a support on her, and then that can essentially give you 6 turns of bind and despair reduction if you have YT Bay support, and you also have her cooldown limit break or re-cooldown limit break fully maxed. So it's okay. She will treat her own int orbs as beneficial. Her support unit is nothing special there. And then we've got int Otama as well. That's her evolved artwork. This is her unevolved artwork. Max stats are like this. She has quite high recovery, and that is because her special, stage 1, will reduce 3 turns of burn, paralysis, chain lock, and chain coefficient reduction. Heal 8 times character recovery. Her special, which is 14 turn cooldown at stage 2, will reduce 7 turns of burn, paralysis, chain lock, and chain coefficient reduction. Heal 30 times character's recovery. So cotton candy, you're looking at around 16,000 HP heal, and the crew will treat tandem orbs as beneficial. So very, very, very good utility unit. Beg your pardon, her support unit, her support ability at level 5. Once during the adventure, when the enemy does burn, chain lock, or chain coefficient reduction, heal 5,000 HP for int characters. Pretty damn solid. And yeah, that is the full batch of incoming units. We have got the WANO celebration. During the SUGOFEST, there will be 1 free multi, not per day, but just 1 free multi on that SUGOFEST for the Otama, Okiku, Komurasaki, and Onami. So best of luck to you guys on that free multiple. I hope everyone gets the whole batch. That would be amazing. Everybody getting the whole new batch on that free multi would be absolutely superb. The SUGOFEST is nothing special. There's no extra legend rate ups. I believe the second multi-pool will give you a guaranteed banner unit, as always, which seems to be the trend now with all the new debut legends and all the new debut batches that are coming out. Other than that, I don't recommend putting on this SUGOFEST, to be honest. There is that belly event. There's also a retweet and like event for the One Piece Treasure Cruise Twitter, but I'm sure that goal is already completed. By the time it comes out, it'll be completed. But if you'd like to help out, just go ahead, to the official One Piece Japan Twitter, One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan Twitter, and then like and retweet their tweet. And once you hit 5,000, I believe we are going to get 30 socket tomes, Universal Skill Books ×2 for Slasher, and Universal Skill Books ×2 for Cerebral as well. And I believe that is it, along with the Belly event, which of course 3 different events are coming. As long as you farm up to 3 million Belly from all of those events in total, not individually, in total, then you will get 10 gems on top of that as well. Other than that, I do have a few SUGOFEST pool videos incoming. They are mainly not for the legends, but for support units and also for Aokiji for the Blitz battle. I have been streaming every single day, guys, or almost every single day, going back to Mr. Consistent. Please do check out my stream, the link of which is in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And remember to hashtag Danka Bandai with a Bellissimo and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.